Whoa, what is going on, everybody? Welcome, my fellow collectors. It is Tuesday evening, so that's what we're doing, right? We are chatting. We're in I'm in a good mood because guess what? I'm in a cleaner room. There's still a few things. There's one more shelf I need to finish, but other than that, it is so nice to walk in, not have to step over anything, not have to move stuff out of the way so I can move my chair. And that's what we're going to talk about tonight. That's kind of what I decided that, instead of just saying Kenzo live, let's just, chat about whatever comes to mind and whatever else. I decided let's start kind of being a little bit more professional and actually have some sort of a topic to talk about. And tonight, my thought process was really around the fact that I've got everything set up. I put all of my shelves in order. And now I'm in the little dilemma of, well, what happens when I need to rotate? Like, what happens when I start to collect and start to get something else and start to get something more, let's say, Masterverse. Obviously, you guys know I'm full in on Masterverse. So I'm starting to get more and more. And then, of course, with Cartoon Collection, we know Turtles is over. I've got 2 full racks of Turtles. And, 2000X, I've got 2 racks. I've got my ladies, my badass ladies in the one rack here. I've got my Joes. I've got some classics, 4 racks of classics. So I kind of want to get into that a little bit with you guys to say, not just even for some ideas for myself, but also just what did you do? What was the decision-making process? How did you get to that point of shit, this rack is full, but man, I really like something else that's coming in. What did you decide to get rid of or put in storage or move to a different spot? So just something interesting to kind of go through, and I've been thinking about it. Obviously, as I cleaned up, it was one of those where it makes a difference. Hold on one second. I want to put that a little bit less bright in my face. There we go. But anyway, so let me get to the chat real quick. Welcome everybody that decided to spend your Tuesday evening with me. I appreciate you. I actually did have my first 3-day weekend in a while at work. So I'm actually again off tomorrow, which was really nice to have. And then a little bit of a hiccup with work. And then I guess let's just say I'll have another 3 coming up, which Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday next week. So it'll be nice to have that off for sure. My little girl come in to say hi. Now that it's not messy in here, she comes to say hi. You genius is in the house. Welcome in. Red finger number 1. That's just telling me that you put up a little emoji in there. Cobweb collector. What is cracking, my friend? You genius. Hey man, I really enjoy your channel. I'm subscribed. Thank you, sir. I did see that. I did finally update my outro, which I first made it quieter because I've noticed that was one big thing is when I finish off and I'm talking and then I go to the end, it just blares that song. Now I'm going to probably change it up to another video next time. Just mix it up a little bit more. Have the Mega Man ending, of course. I'll find another video game or something else that I can put as my outro. But I did put all the new updated names for my members. And yes, you were on there, my friend. So thank you very much. Another member in the house, we got Jason Viz. What's up, Hoser? How you doing, my friend? Motu Guru as well is in the house. Motu Prince is in the house. Shh, it's about to start. I know that happens when the HBO starts, right? When that intro, it's like, okay, something big is happening. And then you get disappointed because it's just me. Rhea Black is in the house. Welcome, Rhea. Jetman, what's up, my friend? Welcome in. And Jason coming in before we even get started and hits us with a $15 super chat. Jason, thank you so much. I'm going to mix it up. I'm not going to give you the Ninja Gaiden this time. I'm going to go with a new one. Let's see. I just made it today. Power of Grayskull. I figured I'd try it out. It's a little long, but I appreciate you, Jason. Thank you, my friend. We have the Timescales. Grego is here all the way from San Francisco, California. Welcome, my friend. And right on his heels, we have Tasty Cake asking, where's the beef? Where's the beef? Where's the beef? That lady was iconic, man. I know she passed away a little while ago, but it's been quite a while, actually. But I remember the day. I remember somebody posted, I don't remember what day it was, but I do remember the news report when she passed. It was like the Where's the Beef lady passed away. So anyway, RIP, Where's the Beef lady? All right, gotta love the production value. Well, it's nothing like it's a good segue. It's nothing like this guy. What's up, Wraith? Dude, if you ever check out Wraith Mace, man, I'm telling you, he puts together just the coolest graphics and the coolest, just the visuals on his channel are so awesome. But I appreciate you. I do my best. I want to put something that's entertaining and fun. Maybe something that, maybe sparks a little nostalgia, of course. Thank you, Timescales. I appreciate it. Best intro ever. Talk about nostalgia. Hell yeah. Dude, that's what it's all about, right? That's what we're doing. That's what keeps us here. That's what makes us collect. It's all about the nostalgia, and the toy companies know it, but that's okay because that means they keep doing it to us and giving us that nostalgia. I need to 4K upscale this intro for Kenzo. Hey, there you go. Dude, that would be pretty cool if you could. I'd appreciate that because, yeah, it's pretty old school. So Alf is in the house. Welcome in, Alf. Thank you for joining, my friend. Always good to chat with you about, all the new stuff and up and coming customs that we're doing. Good stuff. Making some bank before he said a word. Hey, man, I tell you what, when Jason's in here, he's ready for a race, and that's what I know. I've been feeling like I got the sniffles today. I don't know what's going on. I didn't have it earlier. But once I came upstairs, I don't know, maybe I dusted off enough to where the dust is getting me. But anyway, Nolan is in the house. What is up, Nolan? Ray, I beat you to the punch. Appreciate you joining in, my friend. Oh, shit. Toys of time gone by. Welcome in, my friend. Yes. We've got a really cool group here tonight. Everybody's saying hi to each other. Let's jump down here. Time to rotate. Once a year, I passed on so much today as I saw my bank account balance. Yeah. And you remember I did this video not too long ago, just before I started working. I did the video of I'm going to change the whole channel up and I'm just going to do nothing but customs and nothing but prints because I didn't have a job. I had no money. And I was like, well, I can't collect. So what good is my channel going to be? And then, of course, I got the job and I worked and I had about a month where I wasn't putting in any content. And man, my channel suffered for it, man. I know there is an algorithm thing going on. I've seen and heard from a lot of people that have mentioned that it's kind of almost reset and it your channel is not pushing out as much as it did before. So it's almost like you gotta kind of push it harder just to get those views and get back into the rhythm of the algorithm. So that's not very fun, but especially when you're a smaller creator like myself that's under 2,000 and you want to get to that point and you always have those stretch goals. You have those goals of, I say stretch goals like it's a fucking Kickstarter. You have those goals where you want to reach, and the next one in front of me is at 2K, and I think I'm at 1660 or something like that. So it's slowly moving. I've started kind of getting the numbers back up, but it was a little bit more steady before, and now it's kind of slowed down. But I do think that month that I did not put a lot of content out did hurt. It really did. I think YouTube got mad at me for a while there. So, all right, let's see. Everybody's saying hello to each other. We got Bedazzle in the house. Welcome in with the old turtles having some pizza there. Hell yeah. Loving that shit. Let's see. We've got Frank Dumano in the house. What is up, my friend? Welcome in. Ostradamus Toys is gracing us with his presence. What is up, my friend? Guys, if you haven't heard, Ozman finally got with the program and got himself some membership options. So get your ass over there and get into the Ozhole group, and support my friend. He's been supporting us for so long. I mean, I remember when I was getting ready to get to 1,000 and I was, I was short on those watch hours, and Oz was like, hey man, you know what? Get on my show and push it out to your channel, and then he gets on the show and he says, everybody get over to Kenzo's channel and watch our show on his channel so he can get the hours. So, I mean, not a lot of people would do that. Not a lot of people would sacrifice their own watch hours to help a friend out. So get over to Oz's channel, get that membership going. I appreciate you, Oz. You know what? You're a good dude and you've always been that way. And I thank you, man. You the man. So all right, let's go through here. Just got my email. Oh, he got the 2-pack. Oh shit. So not from Target though, it got canceled. So I might possibly actually have a line where I have a good friend that's over in the Netherlands and he's got 6 of them and he lives close to the store that's carrying that pack over there. And we talked a little bit, and I know I've got a couple pre-orders that I ordered for him from the Walmart exclusives. And I said, hey, you want to do a little trade, because I did the Man-at-Arms and the Stratos for him on Masterverse. And I let him know, hey, those are about the same price. So ship that sucker over and I'll ship those 2 to you in December when they get here. And he said he's down. So hopefully I'll have something pretty soon coming from, coming from the Netherlands, as long as it doesn't like stop from coming, right? Hopefully that's not part of the, not allowing the mail to go through, right? That would really, really suck. So anyway, so let's keep going. Let me not let this chat get lost. So heck yeah, Jason's Electric. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. Let's see. Where's Beef actor was Clara Peller, and she passed away in 87. And that's crazy because I remembered that newscast, and I was only 9 when she passed away. So, who knows? Someone got their takeout from Wendy's, got home, called them, and told them that. Where's the beef? Upscale. Dude, that would be okay. I'll send it to you. That would be awesome. Hell yeah. We've got Lashenda West. Hello, Kenzo. How are you? I'm Wesley Jordan. Nice to meet you. Well, welcome in. I think I've seen, you may have commented on a couple videos, maybe not, but thank you for joining. I appreciate you. And thank you for saying hello. Welcome in. I definitely, whoever jumps on in here, my whole show, we have a topic, but there are a lot of shows out there, and there's some that are like what I like to do is really involve the chat. So if there's any ideas or any thoughts or anything you want to say, bring it on with the chat. We'll get it out there. I definitely am not one to skip over anything. The only thing I usually skip over is people saying hi to each other. So that's all I got. Jetman, is this let me see how many more weeks we got. I think I want to do next week. And I know it's disappointing. I probably will. We probably still end up getting a race today just based on what Jason just threw out to us. Yeah, I think I'm doing the 23rd, which is not the last Tuesday, but it's the Tuesday before the last Tuesday. I've been thinking about doing that to say not the very last Tuesday of the month, but the one right before. So that's where I've been planning on doing it every month. I think I did that last week as well, or last month as well. We got Tony's Figs in the house. What is going on, Tony? Talk about customizing. Holy, well, this dude is phenomenal shit. So check out Tony's Figs. Dude is a customizing machine. And moving along with that, I don't even have to say anything else but customizing. And here we go. We got my buddy's custom in the house as well. Yeah, he's late, but he's here. If you check my last video on the Tila, yes, I did give him a little shout out there, because you know what? I always talk about that with how Mattel, they allow us to have options. When you see something, it's got all the bumps and details and lines and all that beauty, but no color. And as a customizer, it's something that I'm like, okay, well, bring it on, right? We can do that. And I think that's one thing that Buddy thrives in, is that he sees that and he realizes, what color am I doing today? He puts it out there. He uses some really cool ideas as far as adding little armor and everything. But I always look at it too, is I'm starting to look at it and go, okay, I wonder what Bud's going to do to this one, because it is cool. There's a lot of opportunity to add different colors, accent colors, and things to make things pop. And Bud is very good at that. So welcome in, Bud. Appreciate you joining. We got Steve M in the house. What is going on, my friend? Welcome in. I remember I'd say all these guys, we got them all in the green. We got all these channel members. If you are not a channel member, you can head on over to my main page and join us. I think I might need to drop it a little, right? Because everybody else is a buck. But I do offer something as far as my channel members, as far as something tangible, because once a month I will do that members only race, and that one member will get a blind box from me once a month. So that's all you have to do is be a member, and I believe is it $2.99? I think it's $3 a month. But again, like I said, for $3 a month, you'll be entered into the race. You'll be able to win a blind box. All right, so let's see. We got everybody saying hi again. Frankie Rivera is in the house. What is up, my friend? Welcome in. We've got a new member, Jason Ricky Bravo GTS Wrestling. Hell yeah. Welcome, my friend. And thank you for joining. I will have to throw, how about one of these at you? All right. Welcome, my friend. Welcome. We need to chat when you get time. Hell yeah. Definitely. Let's do it. I'm after the night I get out I'm done at 9 o'clock my time. So we're about 7:30, well, 7:23 at my clock. So 9 o'clock mountain time I'll be done. I'm off also tomorrow. So hit me up, brother. Hit me up for sure. All right, more people saying hello. We got Taste Cake saying, I need to make more snack reviews and raves and rants. I would like 100 more subs. Yeah, Tasty Cake's almost at 2,000 as well. Tasty Cake got me by a few hundred there. So he is, I believe he is very close to 2,000. So yeah, head on over, get a little sub to Tasty Cake. Let's bump him up to that 2,000 mark. Get him going, because we need to fix the plaque. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Get that different plaque and have 2K instead of 1K. He-Man is on YouTube. Yeah, there's not a lot, and I jokingly say this because I watch a lot of different YouTube channels, and there are a lot of Marvel, DC, a lot of Star Wars, a lot of Four Horsemen stuff, and G.I. Joe, and the He-Man communities, it's got some big hitters. So I mean, you've got Mega J and you've got Pixel Dan, you've got some big hitters that love Motu as well, but there's not a big push for Motu. And I think that's one thing for me. Yeah. I mean, even though I have a big Cat's Lair behind me, I do have Eternia on the other side, those who have not been in before. But most of, I've got the Gray Skull here from the CGI line, but I'm definitely a Motu guy. This is my Motu stuff. I got the Power Sword there. I got some Mondo. I got the Crystal Castle, So definitely got the Motu stuff. So, all right. Let's see. So thank you very much, Jason. I appreciate it, man. Let's see. Allison has joined the party. Welcome in, Allison. Saying hello, party people. We just getting down like we do. See, we got, did I missed. There he is. There it is. Joe Fan 84. Welcome in, my friend. Love that freaking thumb. That's so cool. I have that pack, the crossover pack of the Sergeant Slaughter with, the Transformers. I haven't opened it up yet. I actually paid $100 for it. And I was looking so much. I really, really wanted to get the Zorana and who is it? Xandar? Xandar, right? So I wanted to get the evil version of that crossover, and I know people had found it at Ross, and my Ross usually is great for stuff. That was the one I missed out on when I was trying to get it from Ross. So, that's okay. But I should open that other one though. I should open it. So, no, dude. Hey, you know what? I tell you what. Like I said, there's not a lot of people that do what you do, and for us that have, obviously it helped me a lot because I wasn't at the hours. I was at the watch or the subs, but I didn't have the watch hours. And until I did that and you let me piggyback onto the clubhouse on Saturday night, I was, man, those hours, they added up pretty quickly once you were allowing me to do that. So thank you, sir. I appreciate it greatly. I picked up the Hot Wheels Nemesis Prime. It sold out fast and I was in line for 13 minutes. Can't believe I scored one. That is cool. The Hot Wheels Nemesis Prime, is it like one of those die casts? Is it like a bigger one or is it like, let me see? Because obviously when I think Hot Wheels, I think smaller. Oh, that's cool. Oh, they added it on the Walmart app, but I think it's $32. That's pretty cool. That is really cool. If I don't know if that's the right one, but oh no, that's a Jada toy one. I think I have the Jada toy one. I have the Nemesis Prime Jada toy. But all right, we'll keep going through. We'll try to catch up here. Alice, after I read the book for Sunday's interview, I'll be cleaning a lot. Got to sell. That's another thing. Tasty Cake, you need to. We need to get some advertising going for your little blowout sale. We got to get some sales for you because I agree. Like I mean, my whole garage. I need to probably go ahead and do another garage sale with all of my toys. My God, like I still have the ones downstairs with markings on them. And I said this like last week and the week before, and poor Eugenius comes in and he's subbed to me, and here I am like, I'll get you. And then I just, you know what? I'm off tomorrow. I'm not going to even say anything because I keep saying it and my words pretty much mean nothing at this point. But my email will mean something. So I'm going to get you emailed. We're going to get that Beast Man out to you. It still has your sticker on it. Still got your name on it. So I just really have been trying. Like today was, I got my upstairs room. This was pretty much done. I finally started doing it to where I need to clean my room out, get my broken bed out of there and put a new one in so I can have the adjustable base again. Like the hydraulics, it was an older base and the hydraulics on the legs broke. So I raised it up and then I tried to prop it with something, but it's not, the way I'm used to it. So I have another one. It was actually my grandma's who passed away and it's been sitting in storage. And my dad was like, well, this one's, it works great. She never even really used the up and down motion on it. So he basically let me know. He's like, just get rid of that one, pick this one up and we'll switch it out. So I will have a new base for my bed. I have a good adjustable mattress. I just need to put the base on there. So because with my back, I cannot lay flat and laying on my side hurts the back. So for me, I end up putting my legs up so I have an adjustable, and those are amazing. And I can tell you right now, if you have any back issues or any hip issues or anything like that, get you an adjustable base. They really help. So anyway, okay. All right. Let's go ahead and oh shit. We've got Jason hit us with the £2. Is that that's a pound, right? All right. All right. Well, let's see. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you very much. We'll give you a little Samus. How about a little Samus for you? I remember the first time. You guys all remember the first time that you end up beating Metroid that the second round, and then because the first round it took her hat off, but the second round you beat it, she went straight bikini and it was like, ooh, I mean, I was in what, 6th grade or something like that, and I was like, ooh, or even younger. I don't remember what day it was, or how old I was when I beat it to that multitude, but anyway, so David, welcome in. What's going on, my friend? As another channel member, look at that. We've got a whole bunch of Kenzos Krew in here. Thank you guys so much for being my friends. All right. Let's see. The 2-pack. Oh, AliExpress. Okay. How much? I hate to ask. How much was it? I think the one that Wes was showing me was 54 up in the Netherlands. Of course, obviously the shipping was going to be kind of crappy, but I think we're going to just eat our own delivery because he's going to send me that. And then I'm going to send him the 2 Masterverse. So I'll just pay for delivery on my end. He'll pay for delivery on his end and we'll just call it a wash because they're both because obviously if I get the Masterverse, they're what, 24, 23, something like that. So it's going to be real close, give or take a couple bucks. But anyway, sadly, Japan isn't sending packages to the US. So it really sucks oh, damn it. Yeah, and that's why I was wondering about the Netherlands, like if they're on that list of not being able to send shit to us or not. I don't know. We'll see. Click the universe line. Oh shit. Okay. AliExpress. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought too. Motu Tony is in the house. What is going on? Welcome in, my friend. Yeah, yep. That was Super Sentai. Tony's Figs. Let's see. I need one more. Back to the Future DeLorean from Japan. I can eBay if I have. Yeah. I don't know. You said there was one that you needed that was did you send me another message? No, I did see it. I don't know if was it the super chat? I did see that. I gave you a little video. Hopefully you're not behind. If you're behind, you may have missed it, or if you're on a different round, make sure if anybody, if it doesn't seem like we're on target, hit that live button. Make sure you push forward. Um, I am working on Royal Battle Armor King Randor 2000 X figure with Eternian Guard armor on top, which I'm painting. That's the way to do it, man. I know that's how Buddy works. Hell yeah. He's still catching up on chat. That's kind of what I thought. That's what I was thinking. He's a little behind, and Jason, let's see. Yes, Jason's waiting, and I have been trying to please. I this is me, and I you guys know when you see me all over the place. This is real life for me as well. If you have won and have not received anything, message me, please message me. I know, Jason, I need a message from you with your address. I do definitely, yes, and I do apologize, but I'm not going to do that because I've been involved on the other end where someone was like, oh, making all the excuses about not getting the stuff to me and all that shit, and I don't like that. So for me, it really is just, this is my bad. I do have, like I said, these 3 days off, and then next week I have another 3 days off. So I get paid on Friday. So it should be perfect timing to get everything out. So that way I can pay for shipping and get you guys everything I need. I do have quite a bit of the blind box stuff that I'm already have done painted. It's sitting there waiting. I kind of might have missed it to where too much time had passed in between. So please message me if you've got something that you won that you did not get yet. Please message me and I will get everything out as soon as possible. I do apologize because I do know I'm bad at that, and I have no excuse except for I'm bad at that and I need to get better. Anyway. Yeah, I thank you, Nolan. I thought so. I thought it was not too bad because I figure 99 cents getting that's a little bit, but I think that one's not too bad because those are pretty cool. Those are pretty cool with those bags, or those blind boxes. So 20 plus more likes. I see only 7. Yes, exactly. Where's our 20? We got 27. That would be nice to get 27 likes on the stream because, like I said, YouTube needs me to jump back out into that algorithm. So Jay said, watch my show. It's fun. I will. Absolutely. You know what? I'm going to definitely do that. I will subscribe to you after this for sure. I just hit 337 subs, more than I ever expected. Dude, and honestly, like, we don't ever really, like, even for me, like, we have a goal. Like, we have a goal to what we want to do, but we don't really, I mean, even just having that many, thinking about like 2,000 people, almost, not quite, but if it gets to that, that's pretty cool. And I don't take that for granted. I think it's really, sometimes when some creators get to a point, content creators get to a point, it's not that they take it for granted, but once the numbers start flying up, it just really, it's harder to be in more of an intimate setting. Like, I definitely, it's almost impossible to allow it to be that way, because when you've got 100 plus 200 in the chat and you're trying to keep up and it's flying through, I already know I'm pretty bad at keeping up with the chat with mine, and I'm barely at, like I said, I was under 30 the whole time. So it is difficult, but I do like the fact that I am where I am because I can keep it, very intimate. I could still open up each chat that is asking about anything pertaining to the show. So that one is really actually cool. We need to, dude, you know what? I would love any of those play sets. Like, I did miss out on the snake layer, but I do have a little deal that I'm working out with someone that I might get one. After all, I would just miss out on the horse, or and Allison always corrects me and tells me the right word, and then I forget. So it's the summer of something, and I always forget. But I would miss out on that, but everything else I would get, which is, I'm fine with that. That would be absolutely fine. I just missed out on that, but somebody, I talked to somebody about it, and we're gonna work it out. And I don't know if he wants me to say anything about it, so I just won't until I talk to him after. But yeah, anything with the play sets. I mean, for me, hell, because I'm such a Masterverse fan, how cool would a Masterverse freaking Grayskull, New Eternia Grayskull, like having parts of the old school one with the new school with the twist, like that would be ideal to have something like that. Will it happen? Maybe if the movie takes off and they have like a cool looking Grayskull for the movie, maybe they'll do that. But who knows? I would be shocked if it did, but it would be cool. It would actually be really cool. My channel's more for my son. I just do unboxing vids so he can see what I got while he's at his mom's. That's cool. See, and so that's the other reason. Like for me, that's also. I mean, we think about the numbers, like when we look at them or whatever. But like ultimately, it is. We're doing it for the right reasons. We're doing it for fun. I mean, I'm doing it because I don't have any friends around me that are collectors. Like, I mean, I have a bunch of sports friends and I have a bunch of friends, otherwise, but I don't really have collector friends. And you guys are all my people, and that to be able to have more of a hangout for me rather than it's not even like, because a lot of people have shows where they're showing stuff off and informational, and that's great. That's, but for me, I want to do one that's fun, that's people just kind of lay back and chill, and they could be working while they're watching or doing stuff while they're watching. I know Allison always lets me know that she was doing videos of her coloring videos while we're doing the live. So I always appreciate that. Like, even if somebody's doing something and they just throw me on for noise in the background, and if you enjoy it, then hey, you know what? Then I'm doing my job. The new movie's going. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of where I'm at too. I hope the new movie helps it out. So, um, yeah, absolutely, absolutely, and that is cool. And you know what? If you can gain the subs and you realize that there's people that appreciate what you do, it's cool. It's a cool feeling to know, like, if you get I don't know what a viral video would be like because I've never had one. So, but if you ever get to that point where you make something and it takes off and you're like, wow, that many people watched what I did, like even certain ones that, some of the higher numbered videos, you kind of get like, that's cool. But I did notice once that algorithm thing, and I heard about that algorithm jacking up, like I was going from, after a week or two, I, have at least 1,000 to maybe 2,000 views on a video for an unboxing. And then I do another video just recently, even that Tila one, and it was like 100 views. And I was like, holy shit. Like, it's the same style and the same type of video I've been doing, but it's somehow not getting out there. So I don't know what the hell I'm doing wrong there, but we'll figure it out. Definitely. I will definitely check it out, Jason. And I appreciate you joining and subbing and all that good stuff. So thank you so much. My Triple T is the original one, modern exclusive Sergeant Slaughter. Oh, that's cool. See, yours, that's even cooler. Mine's like the phony second one, right? So, all right. Yes, sir, Wraith. The Hammer. Thank you, sir, for coming in. We will see you later, my friend. Ross is now getting NECA Godzilla figures, so keep an eye out. $20. Nice, nice. We need a local Ross out on Long Island. Yeah, dude. Honestly, like the see, and that's kind of it where everybody's kind of when you don't have it, you want it, because I see all the Ollie's pickups and I'm like, ooh, I wish I had an Ollie's, but I'm not going to be picky about it because I have a really good Ross. So I'm not going to complain because my Ross is a very nice Ross, and I won't complain. I actually went and picked up a couple things. There was a Star Wars thing. I got a Black Series Star Wars from one of those shows, the little kind of goofy looking thing. A Cargill, the girl from the AEW. I thought that'd be a really good one for customs. And what was the third one that I got? I don't remember what. Oh, the Batgirl motorcycle. That's the other one that I got. So that was pretty cool. So let's see. Today on Mattel Creations. Oh, okay. That's what they had. Okay. And I'm sure it probably sold out quick, right? Yeah, I know, dude. Well, and people are saying do whatnot or whatever. Wait, to join it, ask for a one-time code. Want to see if you can see classified two pack for them, he said. For the classified 2-pack. Let's chat about that. I don't know. Let me see which one we're talking about. I don't remember what we said. We'll go back and look at it though for sure. It asked for a one-time code. I've never heard of that. I don't know if it's just, is it just for your YouTube channel maybe? Because I don't think I would get anything, right? That wouldn't be anything from on my end. Yeah, I didn't get anything from, I would imagine it would be sent to you. Maybe it's just for your login. Maybe it's making sure that you're a person. Sometimes that does that. It's a good idea to be on the safe side. Oh, wait. Oh, I don't know. I'll have to see. But thank you again for the super chat, my friend. You don't need to do that. I will read your chat either way. But I thank you, and I will add this to it. All right. Yo, what's up, Joey? What's up, my friend? I like chatting with Joey too. Joey and I always have interesting, fun things we find online, or interesting scenarios, or people trying to rip people off for credit for shit. So you guys tell me. So there's a Facebook group where homeboy is like, there's this guy posting stuff, right? And he posted stuff a long time ago. Like I if you click on someone's name in a group, it'll show you all of their posts in that specific group. Well, he had posted something a while back, and it was a 3D print that he had done, and it was one of either Lovely Evil Hordes or Yurkos or whatever. And he had mentioned that's who it was. And he's like, this is whose it is. He put the link to it and all that, which is great. That's what you have to do. It's what I would, you don't have to, but it's common courtesy to give the credit to the artist, right? Well, and then again, lately, post another one that I don't know if it just like has slight modification or what else he did, but then it's like his design now, but it's the same. And I was kind of asking him, trying to like, dude, what are you doing? Like, he was like, no, they're my designs. They're mine. And I'm like, well, are they really your designs? Are you changing a little with the old design? Like, because it looks the same as the one before. It might have been a little different, but it's not even the same mechanics or size or whatever. What would you do? Enlarge it? Like, because that doesn't make it your design because you enlarge it. And he's selling the stuff too. So obviously he's taking credit so he could try to make money off of it. But Joey and I are like, just busting chops trying to find out what the fuck's going on. But apparently the guy's swears by it that it's his. And if it is, then hey, that's my bad. But just seems really, really sketchy. So anyway. Beating Metroid was an achievement. Beating it to Samus rewarding. Hell yeah. I agree. We got Speaking Moistly in the house. Don't remember when I beat to Bikini Samus. Yeah, I don't either. It's one of those where I do remember like when it happened, you're like, oh, whoa, dude, crazy. You didn't think you'd ever get to that point. But yeah, that was pretty cool. We got Dave's Dimension in the house. What's going on, Dave? Taste Cake giving us a hashtag burp. Burp. Frankie says, we're lucky enough to score that 2-pack from Toy Snowman for 55 the day it dropped at Target. Haven't seen the wild yet. Yeah, I definitely, I tried the Target thing and it got canceled. So and that was kind of my fault because, I hate pre-ordering from Target. Like, they screw you with this whole, checking your account. Like, if you pre-order something, it's to where you want to, you try to time it to have the money. Like, even BBTS, they're so nice in telling you, hey, we're getting this pretty soon, so check your pile of loot, so that also is telling you, make sure you have freaking money in your account. And Target, they just like randomly will say, hey, we're going to test your checking account and make sure you have $150 for all those pre-orders, and if you don't, then we're going to cancel your order. And it's like, I won't do it anymore. I'm just going to wait and hope for the best, and maybe get them on the shelves when they come in. So who knows? All right. So Timeskill says Japan's National Postal Service stopped sending packages to the U.S. valued at under 800 due to Trump's tariffs. Other carriers will still ship to the U.S. if it's Japanese company. Which one will? Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah. No. Send it to me because I'm all over the place. I did send stuff out, so everything that I have sent, people should have gotten by now. So if you didn't get something, then it's still I still have to ship it. So, I know. No, I know. I got, Bud asked a long time ago, and we kind of threw together, like, start throwing stuff in a box for Bud, like little parts here and there. Like, if I printed 5 of one thing, he's painting them all himself though. So they're just coming gray, So let's see. Just ignore the followers, man. I never paid attention or asked. All of a sudden, I got almost 2K followers on IG. Yeah, that's it. That's true. No, it's true. I don't. And sometimes you just, you know, I mean, when you get monetized, you kind of it's fun and it's cool that like YouTube when they're like, hey, you're getting a check coming up. Oh, that's the 21st, and it's kind of fun to think, well, this is all obviously it's going to the addiction, so that's my plastic money, so that's all going back to obviously getting more toys to do reviews for and shit like that. So especially now that I finally have a job and it's not like that money's going to rent like it was a couple months, like that was like part of the money that I was using to live. But now it's that point where now it goes back to getting stuff for the channel, so that's going to be cool. Yeah, no, it's definitely easier to do it that way. You don't stress when it happens. um New Eternia duplicate and Scaremare, dude, honestly, the fact that they were able to do Panther the way they did, to have that jaw where it opened up and then the teeth drop and then go back up, like that mold alone is be a perfect duplicate, right? Maybe just add that little cut in the face or whatever they want to do. And yeah, the Scaremare, we don't have any horses yet. I mean, we have the She-Ra for the cartoon collection coming for Swiftwind, but yeah, no, that would be awesome. And I don't think it would take much. Like shit, man, Todd had a freaking horse for a Build-A-Figure, so I don't think it would take a much to do that. So the new animation for the Motu coming out next year isn't related to the movie either way. Looking forward to more Motu goodness. The new animation for Motu coming out next year isn't related to the movie. So have I even been paying attention? I don't know. I must have missed something because I haven't really seen anything on the new. I've seen that little what do they say, Golden Axe type video game coming, and of course the movie, and then there's a fan related movie coming, but I have not heard of anything with the kind of Motu fan am I. I haven't heard about the new animation coming, so that's pretty crappy on my part. So feel you on the Real Friends thing. Yeah, that's, I mean, they're just kind of not around. I agree, mate. I'm in the UK, but I premiere a live stream here 5 p.m. your time for wrestling fans who like indie stuff. 80s WWF fan. That's cool. That is really cool. Yeah, dude, that's kind of what we grew up on, like all the old LJN figures. One of my best friends last year for his birthday, I ended up buying him a Hogan and a um who else was it? It was a Hogan and an Iron Sheik with the LJN ones. Those were pretty cool. Even though Hogan's in that pose where he looks like he's going to take a crap. I live in a small town, no collectors, all just a bunch of hunters and farmers. So we never have. Yeah, see, yeah, and that's like, and I used to work at a prison. So when I was working at the prison, all it was is the same thing. It was like guns and shit. Like when I worked in Lyman, it was everybody wanted to go to the gun range, and I was like, hey, you want to go to the golfing range? And they're like, no, we got to go shoot. But that was one thing. Like sports is always easy. Like all of my coworkers now, there's they're all football fans, but they're all different teams. There's one guy that likes Broncos, another guy likes Jets, another guy likes Eagles, and one guy likes the Rams. So I'm like, it's all over the place. But I'm pretty obviously, you guys. Oh, my heartbreak this Sunday was so bad. We beat the Colts, and then they called a stupid penalty and gave them another chance, and then they beat us. So that was pretty sad. Um, Gap in the content. Yeah, it's crazy. It takes a little bit to get back. I agree. And that was like, I was looking at mine and I was like, holy cow, I gotta get some more out. Maybe that Tila, I kind of thought that Tila with the face change might have got a little bit extra for me because I thought that ended up being pretty good. So oh shit, we got another one. So Jason Ricky Bravo GTS wrestling with a 5 pound show is 15 plus. So covering myself. Wait, audience is 17 or 18, which are focused on American audience in US. That is cool. And again, I appreciate for the super chat. So let's get a little bit of a thank you here. Ka-ching! Yeah, buddy. That's cool, man. That's smart too. Like you said, it's whatever demographic you can grab. Never believe I got that price. Adam He-Man exclusive 2-pack today on No way. No way, dude. That's so cool. Congratulations, dude. That is freaking awesome. Because that one is a tough one to get, man. Like, that guy had to have been just getting rid of stuff and just either he needed the money ASAP or something. Because that freaking hell of a deal, man. Hell of a deal. Because it's going, what, 600 now? Sorry, guys. I was getting parched. And it was pill 30, so I had to get my shit done. That's awesome, though, dude. Congratulations. Seriously. Rocking. That's the very first Origin exclusive way back. Yeah. It usually goes for 400. Okay. Gotcha. Mikey got canceled too. Oh, he finally got canceled. Yeah, dude. Alf, that is a hell of a deal, man. That's got to be deal of the year for that. Because that one's going for as much as Eternia nowadays. 2016, 19 wrestling. So fans of that era do get the game. That's cool, man. And that's cool to mix it like that. And that's one of those things where you get oh, and look, you just got you a sub right there. Bam, GI Jetman, attaboy. And I will definitely get on there after I'm done with this show for sure. What is this 2-pack everybody's talking about? I didn't see anything. It's the 80th anniversary Mattel. It's basically the vintage style figures. It's going to have the vintage He-Man, vintage Skeletor, and the box is amazing as they always do. But yeah, and it was a Target exclusive, but Target was doing that thing where, just like with Sunman, where they kept bumping the date out and bumping it out. After they bump it out 4 or 5 times, they have to cancel it by rule. They have like a rule where if they say they bump it out so many times, because I think it has to do with a little bit because they keep pulling your fucking money out, and that's like, or putting a hold on the amount that you're owing for it. So if somebody has 3 of them, then they check their account for $150 every month, maybe twice a month. And that's stupid. Like, unless you're like, people that are check to check like myself, it's not very nice to do that to people. But I think that might be, I don't know what their rule is, but yeah, they canceled pretty much everybody's order. So that first 2-pack in the retro 80s He-Man Skeletor, the third one is mentioned as the first He-Man Prince Adam. Yes, no, the one that Alf is talking about is that first 2-pack with the blue Adam. He's got the blue vest and then the He-Man. Those are, and he's got like the knife in the boot. So yeah, that is freaking awesome. To be fair, all we know is series coming from Motu before the movie. Yeah, that's all we know. That's true. Everything else is hearsay. That is true. Off to work. All right, buddy. We'll see you later, Cobb. Have a good one, man. Let's see, 7:50, and it's 7:50. I'm only 4 minutes behind. Yeah, definitely, dude. Hey, they're not that bad, man. What you talking about? We actually beat them because they missed a freaking 60-yarder with some bullshit call. They said there was a 400-pound guy. He said leverage, but the guy didn't even get close enough. He wasn't even part of the play. Like, if I could see if a guy jumps over and catapults off another player and blocks it, but this heavy dude, the lineman on offense kind of went down, so he kind of had his hand up on top of him to try to jump. But that dude shanked it to the right and missed it. And then it hit zeros and we won by 2. And then they called the penalty. And of course, the game can't end on a defensive penalty. So they give him 15 more yards, gave him a shot from 15 more yards in. And he, of course, nailed it. And they beat us. And that was just, I don't know. It all happened so fast. Like, I went from a roller coaster of freaking elation to just sheer anger. Like, that was crap, man. I subbed to your Instagram next time. Thank you, my friend. Hell yeah. Dude, thank you so much. That's cool. I will see my post. Grim given the permission. GTS wrestling themes. Well, yeah. Well, I'll definitely get so no YouTube copyright. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I'll get in there as soon as we get done here. I'll get subbed to all that stuff, and then I'll follow you back. Oh, really? Yeah. Well, they did a little. Let me see. I'm sure you probably saw it, but let's see. 80th He-Man. Let's pull it up real quick. I know you probably have already been looking at it, but I'll share the screen for everyone else that maybe hasn't seen it. So this is the Target page. So that's the 2-pack there. So that's the Skeletor, has the little pink in that spot, little gray there. So little difference in the color. And then the He-Man. So it's just basically just the vintage, but of course out of stock, $50. But yeah, the box art is freaking cool as hell. Let's see if it'll allow me to. There we go. So there's that. It has them opened here, has the opening. Just freaking awesome drawing. But it's all, yeah, just a vintage look, vintage articulation. I think it's the half sword, just like the old school, I think. Is it the half sword? Let's see. It has the new sword and the old sword. That's pretty cool. But yeah, that's a really good set. Good looking set. And everybody definitely wants that one for sure. Got you 2 more subs. Hell yeah. Everybody get over there and sub to him. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Mint with Card is in the house. Welcome in, my friend. If Target follows the trend, then these should show up in stores and just sit on shelves until clearance them out. Yes, that is 100% true. And I would have to go up to Colorado Springs to get it because my Target has always been classically lame. Like every time something comes out like that, I have to go up to Colorado Springs, but Colorado Springs will be like loaded with clearance. So I just have to time it right, definitely have to time it right. So cool. All right, you genius. Well, thanks for coming in, man. Got my first, he was my first comment of the night and he's heading out. Thanks for staying and hanging out with us. We're at 54 minutes already. Holy cow. And Steve's saying goodnight. And I've officially caught up with the chat. I need to get like the little clapping sound after. Yay, I did it. But so side note, and let me see this. So we had 15 and I went, we'll count it as 2 then. So it's 24. 24 is where we're at. I guess I did not have the banner going. That was it. We're at $24 for the super chats. Oh, that's some funny stuff. All right. So let me go back. And now that we're an hour in, not that it was like any kind of thing that I had planned, but why don't we do this? Look, stuff that I had. One of those, was it Suno AI, and I just did like a lyricless music, just like a beat background music, and kind of have a good smooth beat to it. So it works. So let's see. Oh yeah, look, Steve got it. Subbed. Very nice. Do you think you're gonna print that Havoc Tower for the Eternity playset in Filmation soon? Yeah, I think so. In filament, I'm sorry. Yeah, because filament would be the way to go, right? Oh, look, I cut my hair too. Woo. Yeah, it's short. Because I mean, I'm looking at this 3-foot tall Crystal Castle that I printed in resin, and I'm thinking, if that castle is only as tall as the towers of Eternia, then it wouldn't be that bad to print on the Jupiter, would it? Should I print it on the Jupiter, or should I just bite the bullet and do the filament? Because it's probably better to do it on filament, right? So I'll bust this out real quick for you guys. I know you probably had seen it if you saw my video earlier. But there's my Tila that I fixed. She was staring into her brain, and I decided, hey, you know what? Fix it. And I was going to. Now I still might, but I just don't know, because I know there's still people that need it. And I would hate to, well, you know what though? As a customizer, that's what we do. That's kind of our thing. So what I did end up doing was I ended up getting I already had another Snake Tila, right? And that Snake Tila's face is just freaking amazing. So what I was thinking about doing, not just the fix on those eyes, and making it look a lot better. I actually did her eyebrows and her lips too. Got her lips a little bit more red. I kind of wanted to, I just actually looked at the Mondo Tila because I even did like the purple above her eyeshadow kind of thing. But I was thinking about doing the snake Tila and painting it skin tone and then doing it for this Tila. If I could get the skin to match, I think that would actually look pretty good with that face, because that face is, and then just redoing the cowl in the same color as that light copper. Oh shit, Skelevator, what's going on, my friend? Welcome. Hey, check out Skelevator's channel. I just saw his video. He just did one where he was shopping through Mattel. He picked up a couple things. It's cool. I always love Skelevator's got like the coolest videos for me is like, and I've told you guys this before, but that's one thing, and I told Tasty Cake the same thing. Like the videos, and Wraith, the videos that kind of put me in a chill mode, I like watching. And I always love that Skelevator has like those old school like 40s music. Like it's just like a cool, it just kind of soothes you. It just makes you chill, and he's always got that real chill way about him. And again, like I said before 100 times, as you guys know how I am, I'm so opposite of that, where I'm always like all over the place. So to get those videos where someone's just calm and relaxed, and the production on it's really cool. But go check out Skelevator. Like I said, I just enjoyed watching that video of him when he got over to Mattel and got to check some stuff out and get a couple Motu items. Not as much as we hope for, huh? Like I know when Cobb goes, he always ends up getting those 50% deals, but he ends up finding some good shit. So sometimes timing is everything, right? You know how that goes. So, but yep. Well, of course, my friend. And I appreciate you coming in, man, and hanging out with me as well. So definitely cool. I did actually have my He-Man fell. Got to straighten him out on my Masterverse. But what I wanted to do was bring her down. And I was thinking about painting her face to match the other Tila. And then having that I think if I did this and just did her face with the skin tone to match, and then maybe even coloring it with kind of how this one is and just doing the copper all the way around. I mean, it has that black in the back, which still might look good that way. But I just think that would look so cool because that face is just so much better. I would have to obviously paint the eyes because they're yellow. So I'd have to maybe do that. But do I really want to modify? I do have two of them. But do I want to modify the Snake Tila? I don't know. Maybe. That's it. You know, I was going to do that until I fixed her eyes. It's like once I fixed her eyes, then I thought, okay, well, you know, that shine makes her look like she's looking sideways, but she's not. That must be, it's that light over there to making her eyes look sideways. But once I fixed hers and I liked the way they looked, I thought, no, I think I'm okay. I could just leave them alone. And she just does look so much better with the cowl as opposed to not, because I don't really care for the way they did her hair. But I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, she does. She really, really does. Like the sculpt is so good. He's got that Mr. Rogers vibe. Yeah, exactly. Like he's coming in and you're just hanging out and you're just like, you know, he's like, oh, I want some cookies or something, man. Come bring us out a plate of cookies or something. But yeah, that face sculpt minus the green. If I took the green off and just painted it the skin color and then maybe did the eyes in blue, I think it would look okay. Because it is otherwise, and it is weird because I've noticed that everybody that's opened her up has had that same thing where this front piece is crooked because it's supposed to up and down, and you know, now it seems like it's definitely not online to the center, but the other stuff is cool. Like it's got that etching in there. It's got that cool design. The shield is definitely made for Bud, you know, to get all the different colors in there. But even her, you know, her pauldrons there, her little armor on the arms has everything you can paint, you know, different stuff you can add to it just to make it pop a little bit more, make it unique. I'll do it the other way. Turn this new one into Green Goddess. Ah, that's true. I think for me, I don't know if it's just I don't know if it's just like the roundness of her face or like just the hair, the way the hair is. I don't know. Something about it. I really do like that one a lot. But I do have 2 of the snake ones. So I figured if I was going to do, so you would do it to where you would paint this face the green, huh? I mean, I'm sure it would look good either way. I definitely, let's see. Let's pop it on the, oh, I think I need to put that hood on it first and then, let's see. This is a little weird how it goes on there. Because it doesn't, ugh. Let's see. Yeah. But yeah, if you painted her face like the green and maybe did the eyes in yellow, maybe it would look cooler. I don't know, Alf. Now you got me thinking now. Let's see. Scalapator says, ooh, cookies. After getting the new Eternia Evelyn, how awesome she was. It's a big disappointment. Yeah. The Evelyn is freaking, it's a good one. It is such a good one. I would do the whole Tila body all Green Goddess. So you would just do this whole thing custom and just turn it into this lady. Ooh. So Alf would just turn her into her. Would you do the same colors Mattel gave her? That's a good little thought. Because I don't know, that's not like official, right? This is just the way they did it. I don't even remember seeing the picture. Like, obviously, I remember the pictures, but I don't remember those official colors like that. That's so crazy. I never even really paid attention to this one. Like, look what they did here. So you've got a darker blue for the shoulder armor or the bicep armor. Then you've got silver down below. Then you've got like a forest, like a medium green with a baby blue with a lighter blue on the middle. Then you got silver on top of the boots. This is a very strange figure. And then her lips being the pink, but then her eyes are not yellow. They're actually just like blue. And then she's got the standard gold tiara. This is a very weird figure. I've never really, like, I think I just took her out of the box, put this stuff on and stood her up and put her on the shelf. Like, I never really broke it down. And looking at it, like, look at the greens are different. Like, the green is different from the top and the bottom. It's not really easy to see it on camera with the light, but this green and that green do not match. That's funny to me. Like, that is so funny. And I don't know if it could tell, like, when it's, yeah, because it's darker. Like, the bottom green is darker than the top green. I mean, you can always put her on this too. I don't have that. I have to get the female piece and see if I have it available or not. Nope. I still have a couple of parts bins, but I guess it would go okay if you had that little cover there. Oh, it doesn't come with the cover, right? That was only Slither, only Lady Slither that had that cover. But I don't know. But you know what? Let me show you one other thing because I have it already close. So these are things I'm grabbing is the stuff that's like on the front of the shelving and not on the back. She should be darker, yeah. That green is too mint green. I agree. Oh, let's see. I missed a couple things. You guys jumped up. Jason says Skelevator here. Video. Mattel. Man, comics. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. That's cool. That new Eternia Evelyn got me to buy Master Versus again. Yeah. And she is a great one, man. We only ever got her translucent. Yeah, that is right. And that remember that was the one thing because of the way the material was on the legs. They always said you had to be super, super careful with that one because the legs would actually break just because of that material with the clear stuff. wasn't very good as far as quality goes. So let me catch up here. I would follow the early mini comics. Yeah, color scheme to her clothes the same. Yeah, I agree. Someone say mint with card? Yeah. Hold on, let me grab that other one. Ooh. You know what I might do? Now that I have everything kind of clean, we're gonna shift up here. We've been here for an hour, and I think I need to use my ergonomic table for what it's supposed to be used for, so I can maybe stand up now, because I think sitting down too long is bothering the back. So we're gonna do that. I'm falling. Bye. Help me. Okay. There we go. Oh, now we're cooking. Yep, that's as high as it's gonna go. Haha. Maybe I'll go a little bit tilted there. Okay. This is what I brought out though. This is my custom that I did. It was a Rebel 3D file, but this one was one of my favorite customs. And now granted, the only thing, obviously it doesn't have any kind of movement to it, so there's no articulation to the back, but the fact that it kind of gives her a little extra on the tummy, puts her belly button and everything, I think that one really ended up it just looks great. So color match was pretty good. I think I was pretty spot on with that color match. We got Courtney Bayer. Welcome in. Might be unless it was let me go back, because I know that's me. David Bayer with the so maybe David and Courtney are both in here. Maybe they're in the same place. Yeah, chest shot. There you go. Yeah, that's not bad. There she is. I did the same Lady Slither. Yeah, it came out really good. Like she did, like I said, I was able to match it pretty good. Matched it better than what freaking Mattel did with that damn Green Goddess, that's for sure. What's up, Faker Battle Cat? Captain Color Match. Yeah, no, it is a weird thing that I think I'm pretty proud of, that I can match colors pretty good. That's one thing I've always been decent at, just mixing stuff up and adding a little this, a little that to make it match, and nothing where I need any kind of color sheet or anything. Like I know what colors to add to make a color look what I want to look like, what I want it to look like. So if it's one of those where, I'm basically just looking at it to say, I need this to be this color, put a little orange or put a little like off color that I know it's completely wouldn't make any sense, but once you add it, it's like, oh, perfect. So anyway, I'm going to take this back off, put it back on the base that it came with, even though now that I look at it, it's like, I think the other reason why I didn't really notice how bad the color was because I had the snake cowl on her. So she had her headdress on. So when you're covering that green, you can't really tell that the top doesn't match. So, whatever works, I guess. That was a weird one. And this one was a little bit, I guess she wasn't that hard to get, huh? Sometimes you think about like the older waves and you're like, I wonder, because some of those ones, like the wave with like Fisto and with Faker, were just hard to get. Like looking back at those, like the original Manny Faces, that first Stratos, the gray Stratos was so hard to get, but yet the comic book Stratos was everywhere, and it was to the point where it was clogging up the shelves and nobody wanted the damn thing. So it's just funny where the distribution has been so off for Origins. I mean, even think about Masterverse, like that Skeletor, that Battle Armor Skeletor, like what happened there? Like it's so crazy that the shelves, I grabbed it when I could because I just didn't know, I didn't realize that it was going to be like that. And and you see it going on eBay for $200 at one time. So that shit was crazy. Just like the original the first Stratos, New Eternia, even the Buzz Off and the Clamp Champ and the Atom, like these here, like that wave with the Atom. There's, I ended up getting all of them, luckily, but some of them were hard to find. Like even the first Faker that they came out with. Second Faker, it's been sitting on shelves in Walmart still, which I like that second Faker. I did get a second one, and I ended up making him Orko. You guys saw that last week, right? I set the Orko up over in the Orko shelf, but the blue was perfect. So, and then I think it was Bud, my buddy's customs, said, hey, you should get that thing that came with Skeletor and put it over him. So basically he just got the power, got buff, and obviously his hat and his little, his hat came off. So he's, unmasked Orko, but it's a perfect blue match. So I'm just setting him over there with, see, I got my Mondos, and I'm having him standing next to the Orko. He's actually standing there with Drael. I think he's gonna get him a little action there with Drael. So, all right, dude. We'll see you later, man. Thanks for coming in. I'll throw you some balloons on the way out. Yay! Superpower. Yeah, well, I wish I had different ones, but I'll take it, I guess. Sucks when I mix up a color perfect and then it runs out. That's true. That is true. I try to mix as much as I can. You know what, Alf, I end up doing is I get those party cups from Walmart, and they're just like the Jello shooter cups, and they're cheaper than getting like containers for art stuff, because those containers with the lids, they end up costing so much because, they're for art. So people are like, they know they're going to spend money. But Jello shooters with the cups and man, I got hiccups there. The cups and the lids over it, that's like $3 for a pack of 50. So I can mix up a lot more paint in there. And then if it starts to get a little lower, I kind of put a little water in there and get a little wet and just kind of get it going. So yeah, it is tough though. Yeah. Once you get the right mixture, and then I never write it down. I never do it. I just have to do it again. It's just like, I know what colors I used. It's just a matter of how much of which one. So does the carpet match the drapes? Yeah, that's true. The British pound is $1.36. Oh, so Jason knew it. And Jason's saying that we're over 25. So let me see. Since that's the case, where are we at? We're at this one. Oh man, so hold on, that didn't work. If that's the case, then I mean it's literally 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it would just be Jason and Jason, 2 people running if we do a race tonight, unless people want to get in on that, because it officially looks like with that British pound being more, the only downside is I can't. Crap. That's the only downside though, is because these blind boxes are US only, man. So that's going to be a hard thing. It's not really going to be fair, because I can't do something like that and then end up having to try to ship it overseas. That's going to be a pain. So I think that might kind of mess me up. We'll see what we're doing. 200 at the peak. Yeah, that's right. I think Faker Battle Cat might have found something out about that, didn't he? I was glad they re-released Triclops. I missed him the first go round. He was crazy expensive. Yes, that's one thing I do like about that. They did that fan favorite, and they did that Triclops. They did a She-Ra, which already kind of had those as well. I think for me it was end up going back and I end up spending $100 to get the She-Ra con exclusive with the actual hair, and then of course Faker Battle Cat, got me a gift. He ended up getting me the Mysteries of Grayskull, which I was missing. And then I was able to get that Art of Engineering for the Skeletor, which was another one that was super crazy. And the Sunman, that's an exclusive, that was a con exclusive. And really, obviously, there was nothing different really about it other than the card back and the little official, I guess there was like a certificate in there or something like that. So don't forget the hardest being Whiplash, and that's another crazy one. And who was hardest for me in that same wave was Randor. The first Randor for me was a freaking nightmare. And then I ended up working out a deal and getting one from somebody. And then, of course, the Randor came out for a fan favorite. So it was nice getting that original Randor so I could keep it in the packaging for a regular and then having the fan favorite to open. But yeah, that was another one that was tough. I agree. That wave wasn't. And the Whiplash, yeah, I got the Whiplash together with the comic Trapjaw. I got those together because I remember when I did the unboxing way back. That was before I even had my toy room, because I was doing the unboxings downstairs in my bedroom. But my son drew a picture of them, and like the greens were almost exact. Like the green from the Trapjaw comic and then the green from Whiplash were exactly the same. But yeah, I like that Whiplash. He's a good one, man. The Whiplash is good. The Lords of Power figures were good. I ended up getting that on the second market on eBay before that big mass. A lot of people had gotten it for cheap because there was somebody that was selling them for like $100, or 125 or something like that, because they were damaged boxes. But I found one on eBay. I think I paid $225 for my Lords of Power set, and I have it displayed there. So I've got of course, the Man-at-Arms, you got the He-Man Skeletor, the Beastman, and the Merman. But the Skeletor was the reason I was like, I need this figure. Like, I need this set. That Skeletor face was so cool. And I'm just, obviously, you guys know I'm a freaking huge Skeletor fan. And so for me, getting that new Skeletor face was a must. But then fast forward a year or two, then somebody put out a file that's perfect for that face. So I was able to 3D print a bunch of them. And that one came out really good. But, having the original is important, right? So the only two I'm missing is the one Alf just got with the 2-pack from the very first drop. And I never got Duplicate because I made my own. So I was like, I don't really need one. So I never got him. My Duplicate. Let me show you my Duplicate. Now that the room is clean, if I have stuff that's close, I can just grab it. So this was my Duplicate. I ended up putting the glow-in-the-dark boot covers. I cut into the body there, and I put some artificial meat, and then I put the metal coming out for the leg. I don't even remember where I got that. I think I printed it for something else, like a machine of some sort. And then there's my paint for that. So came out pretty good. I got the thumbs up from Joe Amato. So if I got the thumbs up from Joe Amato, then I'm good. And I did use more of a metallic blue on it. I can't really tell, but I did do a metallic blue on the paint. So I do like that one. That one's a fun one. That one was good. Origins Triclops was hard. Yeah. See, and I didn't find him, and I didn't find the original. So Trapjaw, Triclops, and Beastman, the first, that wave, I saw it once at Walmart, and I was like, oh, that's cool. And then I didn't get them, which was stupid because I didn't realize how this was going to be. It was early on. We had the one wave. I just thought, oh, okay, they'll have a bunch of them. And then they were gone. Well, a buddy of mine that I actually was the officiant at their wedding, he called and he was talking about, and he's like, you can have these. And I was like, no, I'll pay you for them. He's like, no, you could take them. So he gave me those, and that's how I got the first ones. He just gave them to me as a gift. So, that was a tough one. The one that I got that was a huge pain in everybody's ass was the comic book Triclops. Oh my God. That one nobody could get. Like that thing sold out so fast. Him and Koldar, like that was so quick to sell out. But that was before everybody understood how the whole shop pay thing was doing, and everybody was trying to enter in and type in their information and their address and all that shit. And then by the time they got to the end, it was done. Whereas if you had the shop pay app, you just click, 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 done. So I was able to get them very easily. I still never got to a point where any of them, the quick timed ones, I got them all. So that's one thing I got lucky with. I didn't miss out on any of that shit. Web store was a nightmare for me to get. Yeah. You know what? I think he was another one that I just got lucky and saw the wave on the shelf. I think like even Faker Battle Cat, I know he picked up, I think it was the goddess. I think it was the green goddess he ended up getting for me because I couldn't find it. And then I found her after all. But he was like at a Walmart somewhere. He's on vacation somewhere. And I think he saw it and he got it for me. Has anyone got the cartoon collection bow? Yes, I actually got him. I haven't opened him. I have not gotten. I was going to make a video for the whole wave. But he looks off, in my opinion. Something about his legs. Yeah, maybe. I'll do a video on it. I was going to open him, but I thought I'd rather just do the wave and open it together and do a video. But I will for sure probably do this tomorrow. Actually, maybe I'll do it tonight after the live. Maybe I'll run it and because I did get his freaking double chin, man, just makes me laugh so bad. Like he's got that just forced in double chin. At least he has a freaking weapon though, right? Man. And then Shadow Weaver freaking, I don't know. I almost canceled her. I was just like, dude, like she is so basic. There's nothing different about her except just how like she's got like a pinhead instead of like, because I have the classics. I have the Masterverse. I have, let's see, I guess it would be the Club Grayskull, right? So I have the classics Club Grayskull. I have the Masterverse, and was that it? I guess I only had the two, but it's so basic of a figure. Like, I don't know. I didn't really. She's got a little book with her, and she's got her wand. I don't know. This wave was the most kind of, well, I like the bow. I guess I can't say it's the most underwhelming. The last wave from Cartoon Collection probably was that for me. I was kind of like, it wasn't my favorite wave. It had what, Buzz Off. It had, is it Buzz Off, Grizzlor, and Bangor, maybe? It was kind of like, really wasn't that big a deal. So, all right, let's see. We've got, speaking moistly, if I ever get good at painting, I'll have a duplicate. Yeah, did make an animator. Well, and with these, a lot of times you can, especially with these, they have the palette for you. If you want to just do over, you can put one next to you, or you can just start with the one color and then go around it. I end up painting the whole thing blue and then just looking at my other Battle Cat and then matching the lines up. So as long as you have that, you're good. He's pretty cool. He is cool because in the cartoon he was that doofy, goofy kind of looking dude. So we have Sky Caverns Library Comics. Welcome in, my friend. At least Cartoon Collection is continuing with Mattel Creations exclusives. That's the rumor anyway, but it comes from a pretty reliable source. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I think I wouldn't mind it being like not just Mattel Creations, but like, why don't you just do it as Mattel Creations and online shopping and not worry about putting it in stores? You're still going to sell them. Why? BBTS and Entertainment Earth, you're still going to get those sales. So you might as well just continue it that way. I actually like the fact that when they did that, Entertainment Earth, sometimes, that's where I end up getting most of the stuff, and it comes pretty early, which is crazy. Obviously, I got the Entertainment Earth. I got the Fright Zone. Get out of here. The Fright Zone before anybody from Mattel got it. Like, that's just crazy to me. Like a whole month in advance. That's nuts. Oh shit. Well, David's gonna push it out there he's got the drivers, so no matter what's going on, we're gonna have the race. So let's do this one again officially this time. All right, we are officially running, y'all. We're officially running. So it's going to be David and Jason officially for the race. I do apologize to Jason, Ricky Bravo, but with the blind boxes, I got to keep them in the continental US. So I do apologize for that, but it's tough to, I mean, it would not be worth it completely at all for me just because the fact that it would cost me more to ship it than any of the stuff I got in once YouTube took their fees and all that shit. So always crack up when I see Whiplash because Skeletor called him Wimplash in the cartoon. Yeah, or Wimplash. my every time I see Whiplash, I always think of the one where Uncle Montork lost his ability to be like the teacher or the number one wizard on Trolla because that Snoob with the big nose ended up beating him out because Whiplash cheated for him, and so he was trying to teach Whiplash to have the same powers as them as a Trollin, and when he was trying to teach him and he was like Sumpa Simpa and then Whiplash puts his arms up and he goes Sumpa Simpa Simpo, and he's like no that's wrong, and like he gets mad at him and he wants to fight him, but he's such a doof, like a goofy freaking character in the cartoon. But yeah, he is pretty funny looking. He's cool. Like the double chin just kills me. It's so funny to me. He's like pushing it down. But I'll have to check the bow though, and let you know what his legs end up. I mean, obviously somebody's been posting it, so obviously it came from somewhere that he looks a little goofy with the blue pants like that. But man, that stash, man, it's still epic, right? I was happy to get Bo. That was the one that I was like, okay, this wave ended up being worth it just for the bow. I do like the bow. So we're at 1 hour and 29. If anybody else would like to, we are officially racing. So if anybody else wants to get in on it, the $10 super chat will get you in the race. So if anybody in the continental US wants to jump into our official race, $10 super chat will get you there. So if anybody's interested, we got 23 in the chat. I know we don't have as many as. That's the other thing and it is what it is. Like Alf said, you just ignore that shit. But like I remember before all this algorithm and like before that little time I had to take off. Like I remember that last one I had like 40 some in the live, and I was like, holy shit, this is getting better, and it's growing. It was getting good, which 40 is not a lot to a lot of creators, but like for me, that was the biggest I had 40 plus in the chat. And then after everything, I was like down to, back down to where it was in the beginning. So not that matters, but we're all, maybe not everybody, but got a little slight bit of an ego, and we like to, we kind of, when we know people are enjoying what we're doing, it makes you feel good inside, so that kind of was like, oh, but that's okay. That's the way it goes, funny impression. Skeletor YouTube Shaneology. Yeah, he does pretty funny stuff, dude. And I used to like, there was my most watched video. I did an intro of Skeletor's voice, and it was pretty poor, but it was still fun. I enjoyed doing impressions of stuff. I think I'll always stick to, like, I can do Shaggy really good, Scoob. I don't know, Shaggy. I've always done good with Shaggy and Scooby, but that's.
And then Eric Cartman, I can do a pretty good Eric Cartman, seriously.
And then of course, I used to do a pretty good Kermit the Frog. Miss Piggy. And then when you get the Kermit the Frog, and then you just go a little bit lower, you have Ernie. Hey, Bert. Hey, Bert. Rubber ducky, you're the one. So, anyway. I'm in the 51 states. Does that count? Oh yeah, you're over in. Where are you at? Speaking moistly, are you in Hawaii or what? I was thinking of SCS Dog always says aloha, so I just imagine he's over in Hawaii. Well, the 51st day. He's making a Canada joke. I'm so sorry. That sat over my head for about 5 minutes, and then it finally dropped and hit me. Jesus, dude. Sorry. And then you corrected it. So I'm glad I caught it before I saw your comment, because that's really stupid of me. I'm so sorry. Dude, I if it costs a little bit more, maybe if you want to help me with the shipping, I don't mind going up to Canada. But I know Canada's been a little bit harsh on shipping stuff up there, right? They don't want to, like, our government and your government are kind of, your government doesn't like the Cheeto man we got here. He just causing too much trouble up in the United States, man. But yeah, no, I don't. That's cool. Speaking moistly, we'll figure that out if you want to get in. We got Allison Troy is in. She say sweet dreams. We will get her with a little bit of a All right, thank you, Allison, so much. Allison's in the race. She is ready to run. She is definitely, yeah. Sorry, dude. Speaking moistly, man. That was like, God, I need to go out and kick my own ass for that one. That's pretty bad. Hey, Joey, and that means a lot because I know you're damn good at doing impressions too, man. So I appreciate it, brother. George Lucas' voice isn't far from Kermit, so you could probably do a decent one of those. George Lucas, probably, yeah, because it's just little things like, and Joey I remember Joey did a little thing where he did a video on doing voices, or he was just us talking. I think it was just us chatting, and he just little ways that people are, taught to certain things like swallowing or with nasal or with like more chest or more diaphragm or different ways. Like, I don't know, like my kid always, and he does it too, which is funny because obviously we're definitely, he doesn't fall, the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree with me and my kid. But yeah, the Skeletor to King Randor, come in, you royal boob. But I always, there was a few others I did a pretty good cringer that time when I had my little cringer puppet, and I did the little, I don't know, one of these days I'll bust out some of the impressions that I could do. I don't know. I was always told when I was younger that I missed my calling because I could always do all the impressions and stuff. I rarely used my own voice, right? Oh shit, Steve is ready to run. These blind boxes really help with customizing. I really appreciate the work you put in. Hell yeah, Steve. Thank you, man. Let's get a new one in because I think I've used all the ones that I had. So let's go with, let's see where we at. Let me get the, hey, this is an old school one. I think this is the first one I ever made. Here we go. That was such a weird one. Let's look at that one again. Look at all the shit going on. There's so much going on with that super chat. There was like a Baldi dancing, and the Baldi is from the game my kid used to play, that Baldi's Basics, where it was like a math one where you have to like do the math, and then the guy chases you with the ruler. And then I put Skeletor's face over it, and the Skeletor's face has He-Man's hair. I don't know. That shit was all over the place. So anyway, that's a good. Yeah, if the one thing I need to remember, like if I do impressions and shit, it does make a difference if you do a little spoonful of honey, because it really does open it up and kind of help you get a little bit more. I've always wished that my voice was lower. Like it's a little scratchy right now, but I've always wanted a lower voice. Like when I'm sick, I'm happy. Because when I got a cold and I have that really low voice, something about it. I like having that. And I was told all I had to do was start smoking, right? That's all I got to do. Pick up smoking, and then I'll have a lower voice. Thought never enter my main. That's all I hear from my head until death. Although it is George Lucas's voice, yeah. I'm gonna have to listen to him too, because I don't remember. I'm trying to think of the interviews with him. Hyperdelic, what is going on, my friend? Welcome in. Hell yeah. Thanks for joining, brother. Hell yeah. Let's Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. I always like it. That's another one. Hyperdelic. He's a little bit closer to me as far as just the way he is. He's like, so maybe it's like I'm drawn to shows that are people like that are opposite of me, but sometimes I kind of enjoy watching people that are kind of similar because I'm like, okay, you know what? Him and I kind of have that same thing where he's all over the place like I am. And like random stories come to his head, and the same shit with me is like I'll go on a tangent for 10 minutes and be like, what was I talking about? Why was I talking about that? And I enjoy it. So Hyperdelic, kick ass, dude. You're doing great, man. He's a good dude too. He's a good dude, good dad. So if anybody hasn't opened him yet, he's also a pretty good one, man. Like I was gonna open the second one. I'm gonna do a video and unboxing of it, but I did get two of them because the one from Amazon came after the one from Entertainment Earth came. I didn't realize I didn't cancel it. So but this one, of course, the coolest part, my favorite thing, is that the jaw is articulated. This piece comes off. Now it had like a little cover here, and once you take that off, then you can put this in. I put a little of that gummy stuff in because it's really does not hold on very well, but with the Stickum it does hold on a little bit better. Then of course you could take this off and put it in the mouth, so you can have him squirting out there, you can have it coming out the gun. And then of course another thing for my buddy's customs, look how cool that gun is. But if you highlight the colors in the snake, how much cooler that gun will be, right? So, and the color all the way around, the color is cool. He's got a really nice metallic sheen to him. Just a super cool figure. And I have opened him. I did open the Tila. Granted, like I said, if you guys are just joining, this was my favorite thing that I did this weekend was fix her eyes because they were like way up in her freaking skull. But I still need to open my cartoon collection, so that's what I'll end up doing this week. So yeah, that's funny. That's good shit. But anyway, so I guess we're getting close. We're at 8:43, so we got 7 more minutes. So if anybody wants to get in on the race, we'll start it at 8:50 my time. So Mountain Time, we're gonna hit right at 8:50. I'll load you guys up. We won't take any more, and we'll do the race for the blind box. So, but otherwise, let me see if there's anything other than that for pickup. Oh, I guess that was the other question. So the whole theme and the whole question, what do you guys think about, like, just maybe I'm just asking for some help. When you look at this room of mine and you see, so I've got my 12-inch classic vintage figures. I've got some of the boxed ones that I thought were kind of more valuable that I liked. I put up there. Even that Moss Man from the CGI line, that one was a tough one to find. I think it is still going for about $100 on eBay right now. But I got my Mondo, and then I got, this one is going to be a lot of random figures, like a lot of McFarlane, and I've got my Jada toy stuff there and some Transformers and all that. And then this side is I've got my Princess of Power and Hordak on top. Not top, but the top shelf here is all Hordak. This is Evil Horde stuff. I got Cartoon Collection up on this side. But here, Cartoon Collection, Masterverse, Turtles, 2000X, Turtles again. This is all classics. And then my women, my awesome, that one is G.I. Joe. So that's classified, and then my women are on this one, my badass female figures. What would you, if I needed to change it up, like if I wanted to just maybe, do you think I should just switch out the classics line and put more Masterverse there? Or maybe I can change up the turtle line. Like I do like that turtle line that I put the little tower, the little what is it? Blanked. Holy cow. Samurai, the little samurai tower, like Fisher Price one. You can see it there. So I've got like that Fisher Price tower there, and it fits really good with all of the, Ninja Turtles. But maybe it's that one. I do have a lot of them over on this side too, but it's just, I don't know. It's just, I really am gonna, obviously I'm continuing the Masterverse line, and I'm continuing the cartoon collection. Some of the cartoon collection, it's not the best as far as display. So maybe I can move them to a different area, maybe display them somewhere else. Or maybe I can take some of the older ones like that I have multiples of. I even have like a rack of nothing but Horde troopers that I 3D printed. Maybe I could start giving those away. Maybe I could start doing some things where if somebody wants them, let me show you real quick. So I believe it was Lovely Evil Horde did the design for these, and then it had different heads and stuff, but the only articulation is this goes up and down, and that's it. There's no other articulation. The head might turn. I think I might have glued it in though. So I did this myself. I did a different paint job, just the black and blue, and that one has the little things on top. And then like this one, before the red pack came out, I did this one. And it's the same thing. The arms articulate out, but they're cool for like an army builder, right? So like if you print these out and have them, they stand up very well. So like for a whole rack of army builders, if you're a big Horde fan, this isn't a bad set to have, right? And this one, it was a cool color. And then I have some with the standard color. I have some black ones. I have a couple silver ones, but I don't know. We'll see. But it's kind of cool because then I have Hordak sitting in the chair that Yurko made that I 3D printed, and Hordak sitting in there. And I have my Dispara down there, the original, the first Dispara that I made from Origins. And it has the little bots, the little robot ones. But we'll see, I guess. I don't know. I did put the oh, not Mantenna. What am I thinking? It's the one with the clip, the one that had the cartoon version that Yurko made. I know Alf made it too, but anyway, so I have some cool stuff that I made, but also I really do want to display more stuff that I've done too, because like this rack here, Skeletor, She-Ra, and He-Man, those are all LA Figure Design 3D print files. So I printed all three of those and painted them and put them up, and those all look good. These are customs that I had done, so that's like a maybe a 9-inch Anti-Eternia He-Man. I've got like almost like a looks kind of like a test shot of Castle Grayskull Man, then an Anti-Eternia 2000X, a Drael, and then a He Skeletor in the back in Masterverse, and then the Collector Man, where I did it right after I used the parts that Yurko had and I made a figure out of it. Let me show you that one. That one's kind of cool. So you know the vehicle, the Collector. So I ended up using that same file for the Collector, and then I kind of modified it to look like a head. And then I used Snout Spout's backpack, and then I connected that hose there, and then the Collector pieces, the thing that shoots out to make them disintegrate and go into the backpack, he's got that in the staff, and then the regular, and then the boots and stuff. So that one was a different one. It was cool. It was just different. So I don't know, just something. That one actually came from my head, which was one of I don't know, it was different, but it was fun to make. And it was, like I said, I used those parts from Yurko's thing, and I just made them super small. I fixed it to make it look like a head. I think the jaw down below is like a trap jaw, and then I added it on pre-print, and then I printed it all together. So I don't know. I'm gonna go back here real quick. So, oh shit, we got Jason again. Send link to my episode in chat. Yeah, dude. Tasty Cake, you just subbed to Jason Ricky Bravo. Can you please grab a link and grab his channel and share it in our chat, please? Because yeah, definitely would love to do that. So let's get Jason Ricky Bravo some followers and some subs from the United States. So if you can, Tasty Cake, because you are a wrench, if you can go over there and copy his link and paste it in the chat, that would be awesome. Thank you, sir. Okay, by the way, I managed to get 2 Masterverse Panthers for a decent deal. Only needed 1 more Masterverse figure for full mock collection. Now, Galactic Protector He-Man may have a lead, though. Ooh, hell yeah. There we go. I like it. And that's the one thing, like, that one was that was another hard one to find. That one, and even the Skeletor, like, those were not easy to come by after a while. And I end up finding them at Target just on the shelf. Just kind of got lucky, you know. Never get rid of classics. They're the go. I agree, 100%. And it took me so much to get those. I was working at the prison making decent money. And then after with the settlement stuff, there were times where like I spent some good money on those. A lot of times I would get them in those Facebook groups when people were getting rid of stuff. And I end up getting a better deal because they were selling like a big lot. Toss them all in the garbage. Go to Mythic Legions. No, I can't do it. Those Horde Troopers rock. I've printed a few of them myself. They even print great filament. Clean file. Are you trying to tell me to get my filament going? Because I think I need to. I agree with you. I like to collect. Yeah, it's kind of cool, man. It was one from my own brain, my own little brainchild there. Collector can be arch nemesis of Flipper. That's true, because the collector could steal it from him. What's up, Bigum? Welcome in, my friend. Oh, Jason, $5.69. Heyo. What we got then? So he's got another racer in there. So thank you, sir. I appreciate it. And there is the link for Ricky Bravo. Thank you, Tasty Cake, for adding that. Appreciate it. Hell yeah. Hyperdelic drops a 5. Thank you, guys. Let me give you a little bit of let's go back to Samus. Oh, this one. And then, secondly, oh no, not that one. That one's the power of Grayskull. All right. So Hyperdelic, thank you, sir. Now, granted, Hyperdelic. Now, I'm not pushing you at all, but this will be the last one because I'm actually beyond what I said I was going to stop. If you want to be in the race for a blind box, you got to give me $5 more. I'm not saying you have to. I'm just telling you, I'd like to put you in the race, but the race will get anybody that goes $10 or more or anything $10 would be a part of the race. If you're doing 5 because you're awesome, then thank you for being awesome. But just letting you know, I'm just telling you about the super chat thing. I'm not asking for more money. That's not how I am. I'm just telling you how the blind box thing works. But you do pretty good stuff yourself, so I don't think you need to worry about any kind of custom stuff for me, right? Bikini Samus. Okay, so what I'm gonna do? Let me go. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. See, that was just him being awesome. He knew what was going on. That just made me, that makes me look like a dumbass, like a jerk. What a jerk face. Okay, let me open up my race. Let me go back to here. Let's make sure that I'm logged in because I remember last time I didn't log in and it was a pain in the ass. Okay, so the racers for today, we've got Jason's Electric twice, right? Because he was 15 and then 569. So let me go ahead and let me pick the runners. Let me see what we'll do. We're getting close to Halloween, right? Let's do the monster race again. That's what we'll do. So I'm gonna do the names. Let me edit the list real quick. Sorry about that, guys. I was a little behind. You know me, I get into yapping and then 10 minutes later, here I am. Okay, so we got Jason's Electric. Twice. Jason's Electric. Okay. Now back to StreamYard. So then we've got David Bayer. Got some chill music there, don't we? Got some chill music. Allison Troy. Okay. And then after Allison, we've got Steve. Steve M. So we've got 1 racer, 2 racer, 3, 4, and 5, if I'm not mistaken. That is 1, 2, Allison's 3, David's 4, and Jason's 5. Okay, so let me jump over to my share screen. We get the monster race. Okay, so we got 5 in there. We're going to set it for a minute. Oops. Okay. All right. So we've got, like I always do, I'm going to shuffle the racers 5 times. Let me make sure that I go back to the studio. Okay, so you guys can see. So I'm going to turn the volume down because it's always too loud. And then back up. Okay, shuffle characters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shuffles. Ooh, Allison, look at you. You're a little one of those. Is it an AT something else? It's not an AT. It's an AT something else, right? Cool. We got some cool racers in here now. Let's see. Before we finish the race, channel MySpace. Silly Super Pop. That's GTS Wrestling. Also playlist from early days, and it's crazy. It's different. That's cool, man. No, I'll definitely check you out, man. I know, dude. That just, what a douche, right? Asked him for more money. ATST. Thank you. Chicken Walker. Here we go. All right. Are we ready? David, you're the Stay Puff, man. How about that? Look at Steve's, man. Steve's is a creepy looking alien dude. And then Jason's Electric is ready to eat everyone after. Well, I don't know. Yeah, because he's got both creatures that would just eat everyone else after the race, right? So, here we go. Are we ready? On your mark, get set, and go. Big race, big race. Here we go. No whammies, no whammies. See, Jason's up there. Allison, you are rolling with that weird looking ATST there. Go on now. Oh, look at Steve. Look at Steve. Looks like my ex's new wife. Oh my God, that's so funny. I was waiting for that. We had to get one of those in there. Come on, here we go. 30 seconds. 30 seconds left. It's neck and neck. Steve and Jason are coming up. Oh my God, look at that dinosaur. Man. Oh, Allison. Allison's creeping. Oh shit. And Allison, I got something to send you already. So if you win, I already got a box. Uh-oh. Nope, David's coming. Oh, Steve's going to come up. 10 seconds left. Someone's going to get the last push. Who is it? Oh shit, Allison. Allison's running. Oh shit, there goes Steve. Oh my God, dude. Allison got... I can't believe how fast that was. Holy shit, Steve. That ugly fucking thing went so fast at the end. Wow, dude. Hold on a second. Let me turn off the music. What the actual hell, man? Steve, congratulations, dude. That shit was so funny. Wow, dude. Allison, I thought you had it. Like you were there. I think maybe the Steve's runner got offended because you said it looked like your ex's new wife and they wanted to beat you. Holy shit, that was freaking hilarious. Oh man, Turbo kicked in. That is no joke, man. Just like my ex's new wife, she moves that fast when people say dollar beer on draft. Oh shit, man, that is so funny. Honestly, like it was anybody's race up until like Allison was up there, Jason was up there, Dave. I mean, everybody was pretty close. And oh my God, that shit was so bad. That was freaking so bad. Yeah, David's like passed out over there. Oh,
You guys, that was freaking hilarious. That was so much fun. And again, I know we're kind of slowing down. We only got 18 left in the chat, but just so you know, everybody that if I've missed something like on a blind box, or if it was a Dora, or not a Dora, a Dispara pack, let me know. Please message me with your name and address just to make sure, because obviously if it's been missed, then it might be further back on any kind of chat. So please message me with name and address on Instagram or Twitter or whatever that I talked to you with, and let me know. That way I can get everything sent out. I did get a big bunch of everything sent out a couple weeks ago, and now, like I said, I've got tomorrow off, but then coming up next week, I actually have Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So I actually have another 3-day weekend. So if anybody needs me to do that, I'll have that time to get those out. So guys, that was freaking fun, man. Thank you guys so much. Let me close this up here. I appreciate everybody for hanging out with me for this long. We're just about at the 2-hour mark. I know I had a topic and we didn't really touch too much on it. We didn't keep too much talk about it, but it is one of those things that we deal with. And I always like any kind of, it's almost like the next rule is just to kick my kid out so I can have another room of stuff. No, I'm joking. But I do have like I could make a different decision, because if you guys haven't seen, my whole basement's nothing but Denver Broncos stuff. Now I have a mural down there, just like I do up here with the Grayskull mural. I have a Bronco mural. I have the Denver skyline with a mountainside and everything. And I have a bunch of Bronco stuff on the wall. So if I wanted to, I could very easily. I planned on doing maybe something like this, where I might take, because I don't know, my focus has changed. And yeah, I still love the Broncos and I still love football, but like displaying the stuff is kind of not really that big a deal for me anymore. Like I enjoy displaying my toys. I enjoy displaying my 3D prints. Like in order for me to get everything displayed, including the stuff I'm making, maybe I'm going to end up switching out my toy room down, or moving and opening up the downstairs to toy stuff. I may keep the mural up. I may just redo another mural. Maybe I'll do downstairs as Snake Mountain. Maybe I'll do the Snake Mountain box from the vintage box and do that mural downstairs like I did the one upstairs of the Grayskull box. So maybe that's what I'll do. And then I can put some shelves downstairs and then start displaying more shit down there. And then I could do a different, like do a show upstairs one week and then do a show downstairs the next week, where I have both of them ready for, displays for a show. So I don't know. That's probably what I might do. That might be the next thing. No, that's exactly what I'm thinking, Jason, is to take down the Bronco stuff and then reorganize and because that stuff can go in boxes and stuff. It's just, that memorabilia. There's a lot of pictures, signed pictures, football stuff. And then that mural, like if I took that mural down and then moved the couch upstairs and took the other couch, got rid of it, then I would have downstairs I could put another desk like this down there. And then that wall, I can put some more of these cheap $30 freaking bookshelves from Walmart and put those downstairs, set some up there, and then just have another rack of just whatever I don't have displayed. I think that's what I'll end up doing. And I'll still have my recliner down there. And then instead of having just a bunch of football stuff, I would just revert back to the toy stuff all over the place. So, because I can cheer for my team without having stuff all over the wall. But anyway, so guys, again, I thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me. It was absolutely a blast. The race was freaking hilarious at the end. Message me on Twitter. Yes, thank you. Yeah, that was pretty funny, man. I rotate my display. See, and I was thinking about doing that, but I'm trying to think what I would rotate. Like, I don't know. Like, I have everything the way I like it, the way I want it, and it just, I don't know. The other thing I could start doing is maybe rotating my desk to where instead of in front of the cat's lair, the next show I could be in front of this stuff. And then the next one I can rotate it around and be in front of Eternia. So, and also what Alf was talking about is What about printing the bottom for Grayskull, and the printing that bridge, and printing the stuff for Snake Mountain that's just come out, and printing that other tower for Eternia, the Havoc Tower? Like, there's so much shit that I can add. And then, because I need to finish the third wall, I already have the third wall done. I need the fourth wall and then the bridge. And once I get that, I would need a different display. So I think adding that downstairs would probably be the best way to go, especially if I want to add stuff to already existing awesomeness, right? So anyway, that'll be for another show. We'll talk about that again later. So do a toast stream from the sports ballroom. Yeah, I mean, I could. So what I could do, though, if I did that, I would probably just end up painting a new mural. I mean, because that's the other thing, separating the toys from the sports. Because a lot of, my sports people don't collect toys, and my toy collecting friends don't care about sports. So, I mean, some do, but most of them don't, and most of them don't like my team anyway. So, so Alf Inflict, good show tonight, man. Everyone had a great night. Kenzo, check out your G messages. Okay. IG messages. I will check them. Thank you. And got one of those circle desks like Ron Swanson had on Parks and Rec, where you avoid talking to people. See, I have to first check on that episode, and secondly, that sounds like a good idea, because if I could just spin around and just start from a different angle, that'd be great. Although I do like the ergonomic ones that lift up, so maybe I'll just keep that one there. So anyway, okay, guys, thanks again so much. I'm heading out. Maybe I'll do the unboxing of my cartoon collection there, or do the actual unboxing of this guy. But until then, we will see you next week at the same time. But as always, in the meantime, guys, please stay out of the streets, because it's rough out there. All right. Goodbye, everybody.